All right, we have arrived. We're at the shop. It is Friday, May 9th, and we are unloading the car. It's been at my house all this time. So we haven't done any of the pre-race prep on it. So we're gonna scramble and get all that done today, and there ain't a whole lot to do. But yeah, so here we go. Well, not one of my proudest moments, and I don't think I want to tell the team about this. What about you?
No, sir.
Unfortunately, this will be evidence if they actually watch our team videos, because I'm not going to tell them about it until they see it on the video. All right, hopefully no more overheating problems.
It just dipped back up. I was just kinking the hose to stop it.
All right, you want me to?
I just don't want to hit your GoPro there.
Do you know that one, Gilmy?
There we go.
All right, squeeze it.
Cool.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, Clay Nation is now taking applications for a body person and a wheel person. I don't want to do this no more. Battery's about dead. We're about done anyway, so we'll see you at the track tomorrow. Job that I'm still getting used to is the role of team owner. And one of the things that I think is my responsibility as team owner is to motivate my driver. So I'm thinking real hard about it, and I think I found a way to motivate my driver, and so we're going to show him that in just a minute.
Fast racetrack, just a little bit of cloudy skies. Sun's not really coming out. There's actually a whole lot of ways to do it. It's going to be something fun. And Big Ken, by the way, I really appreciate you for being in the background of this one. Hell yeah. Awesome job, by the way, once again here at the Volunteer Speedway. Also, you got the chance to come on down and we're getting ready for some sessions. So Big Ken, man, give yourself a little bit of
All right, we are next group, I think, and Austin Atkins, shocker, is up on top.
turning. So I'd let out of it. I felt like it's the biggest. I'd let out of it. We can raise it up a little bit. I don't know if it did it feel loose at all. No, I could go in there and just swing it off in the corner. If we raise it up a little bit,
Figure out what they got to change up. We're gonna let them go finish out their hot lap crew.
if we raise it up here, we'll have to take some out here. I think let's just try it in a race. Because if it slicks off, I think we'll be all right.
Temps,
How was what?
temperature.
190.
Oh, good. Yeah, water wetter.
Did y'all do some work there?
Put the water wetter in.
That's all you did too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that other fan on it, but we gotta.
Yeah, we tried to put the fan. The shroud was hitting it, so we got to make some adjustments. So I was like,
it's gonna hit the shroud even though the
And we're
fan's
gonna
that
have
far
Mr.
out
Payne
of it.
grab that off the speedway.
it's like right on the right on the edge. Like it's not going to take a lot of modification, but
Heralded
enough that we didn't get to
track
it.
official, series official.
It will surprise me if you don't run a little
Former
hot.
tech director,
Yeah.
former series competitor George Blaney
Before,
now
when you turn
holds
the
that
wheel,
title.
in my mind, it felt like the wheel was rolling under the car. It didn't look like it. I mean, I couldn't see you that good, but it looked like it going in there good level.
Let me check the sidewalls.
Number one was about radical race here. Shout out to Butch and the whole Lamb family for coming all this area.
No, it's exactly what it's supposed to be.
We would like to see your son Chris run out with us.
You want-
That's why when you run in there wide open, it's going to do that more. If you run in there and left, it's just going to let it back down. I'd like to drive it when you change you get to it. I know
You can't be scared. I never lived it. You run in there and live.
instead of running in there and doing that right there.
Can you bring that GoPro up on there? Let me see it. He never lifted going into ones, and when he went in, it just turned like that. It was perfect all the way through.
Dude, Bobby, Patty, and Austin Atkins, they were not lifting in 3 and 4. They were on the loud pedal the whole way around.
I like to see the race
Austin Atkins got a big old motor.
I know, but JD Smith also was
You are up next after sprint cars.
And for those of y'all who didn't know Marcus before this channel, that was his old classic car. That was Wishbone's car. But that's the one that Marcus won the I-75 championship in. We got Jeff here, so this is our double feature. Both Ghost Pros are loaded right now in the
Once again, ladies and
number
gentlemen,
number 6 classic. So
quick time award for the
If you want something cold to drink, don't take the public here. Beer garden got plenty to drink. Oh, she
And also the Kitchen Center's concession stand, $10 Philly cheesesteaks tonight. I don't know if you had one. If you have, you don't want to talk about it. You buy it.
all right, so we had to come in the trailer to hide from the announcer. So how'd it feel? What did we do? What's going on?
Car felt fine. Felt like I was bottoming out 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Never lifted wide open. I think it's going to come down to a horsepower thing now.
Which we are lacking.
It won't be that much longer. We'll get a good motor.
All right, so we were 9th out of 22. So you think we can finish top 10?
I'm going to try to finish top 5.
Oh, there we go. Top 5.
If I can get up off the bottom quick enough,
Yeah.
that's going to be
How do you think the track's going to be by then?
wide open.
You think so? Really? All right. Well, we're coming up soon, so stand by. Stay tuned. Right? Oh, look at that face. right, Jeff, what's going on with your car?
Apparently it's low on transmission fluid.
I mean, you still turned 6 fastest lap with it slipping.
Yeah.
So good job on you.
Yeah, I might have been able to get up on top of it.
Troublemaker.
There's 2-1, and then they're going to go green. Oh, they done going. Let's get him. Anyway.
Any last thoughts?
Once again, let's see that.
Are you about to hurl?
No, not this time.
Yes, sir.
I just want to load it up in one piece.
If you get a top 10, great. That'd be awesome too.
If we get a top 10 in this field, we're doing good.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean, this is like a big street stock race.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'll be down there. One.
I'll tell you what though, man, I gotta tip my hat though.
end car look like. I just would not touch them by much. Puts us up to 6th. Wait a minute. Well, he's lined up 4th right now, but I don't think we're 4th. Yeah, they got to get the ambulance down here and stuff. All right, folks, well, this is not how we wanted to end this race because we were making a charge up, but somebody's in serious medical distress on the track and they got to get the ambulance here and they just called the race. So we'll go see where we finished, but that's it.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want it to win right there. Or I didn't want it to lose.
I know, I didn't want it to end either.
I was coming, dude.
Well, the announcer just said he was alert, he's talking or something, but when I was down by the track official, they were announcing on the radio that he had no pulse, so I don't know. But ambulance is here. Hopefully he's okay. Hate to see that. We just fixed this door. A little bit of tire rub.
We'll heat that up with the heat gun and pop that out.
A little bit of our right rear is apparently just gonna have one of those years. I didn't think you came unscathed. I was like, that
ain't from that. That's from that lap I went to the high side. I was banging the wall.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, that's what that's from. Nobody hit me here. The only one that hit me
was okay.
here, and that was in turn 3.
Skirts off again.
It ain't nothing but a thing, buddy.
You happy?
I am. I'm happy with it.
Hey, when you moved up to 9th, I'm like, all right, we're in the top 10, and then you just kept going, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Dude, if we had, I was faster than Driscoll.
Yeah.
Because I had to bow it up a couple times from running into him.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm happy with
Josh slammed the wall, didn't he?
Dude, I didn't see it, but I seen the aftermath.
Yeah, his front end of it is crushed.
I hope they don't screw us on the scales because they told me to pull it in and come to the back stretch. I come to the back stretch and that guy told me to leave the track.
Nation. Sorry for the abrupt ending to the video there last night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. We were tired, and I didn't realize that when that last car spun out and crashed there in turns 1 and 2, that was actually after the race was over, or they called the race, whatever it was. The race was over at that point. So I accidentally ended recording and didn't realize it at that point. And then by the time I realized it, it was like, okay, everybody was coming off the track. I was like, okay, I'll just do an outro. So here we are. Anyway, summary of the night. Obviously, you just watched the video, but the street stock did really well. The 156 car was awesome. Marcus was really, really happy with it. We did make some changes, as you saw, but by the time it was all said and done, Marcus says he doesn't really want to make any changes for next week at Smoky Mountain. So that's great news. If we can end tonight and not think of anything major that the car needs before the next race, then that's a freaking win for us, man. The right side did get a little banged up there, but that's okay. It's just sheet metal. And our wrap now has some tire marks on it, so looks like we're racing hard, right? Unfortunately, it's mostly from avoiding wrecks, but and then Jeff's feature was really good. God, Jeff was on it, man. He was climbing up there, and then he went to go low to try to do something fun, and as soon as he did, Mac Lockhart took his spot, and that's all she wrote. He couldn't recover from that. So both cars were front running cars, I think, at least top 3 cars. Jeff's definitely, ours maybe. We are starting to realize, especially early on when the track was hammered down, that we are severely underpowered. So I don't know what we're going to do about it. Probably nothing this season, but it's in the back of our minds now that, you know, our 602 is probably need to be refreshed, but we may be thinking about going another route, maybe going to a open motor, or a built motor. Sorry, not an open motor, but a built motor. But we got all year to figure that out. Let's see if we can end the year on a high note and then figure it out for next season. But it's something we're having to toss around and consider. But all in all, great night. Brutus, our new side-by-side, was great. Special thanks to my next door neighbor, Steve. You see him all over the video there. He's the best. And he has done so much for us already in this season that it's just been awesome. And the team loved having a side-by-side to hot pit with, just to get around the track with. I took half as many steps as I normally do on race day, according to my Fitbit. So that was really, really nice. But either way, that's it for this week. We're done at Volunteer right now. Next weekend is Smoky Mountain. And then after that is another race at Volunteer. And then I think we've got a little 1 or 2 week break. So there's not a whole lot to do to the car besides some body work, and we're really not going to be able to work on it until Friday, just due to work schedules. So we'll see what happens, but there may not be another video until the after race video from Smoky Mountain this weekend. So come and see us, and thanks for joining us. Appreciate you all at Clay Nation. The channel's really growing, and that's awesome. So we'll see you at the next one.